Alright, I am on version 12. I'm going to go out and check a couple things. First thing I notice here is it sees my driveway. The version 11 never really could get down my driveway here. Let's see if it stops at the end of my driveway. Not really, but I know it's usually pretty safe to pull out of my driveway, so that's cool. Let's see if I can turn on a light here so you can kind of watch. Very smooth steering right there. I usually notice that can be pretty jerky. My neighborhood does not have any marked lines, and sometimes the car will almost drive like in the middle of the road. There I passed two oncoming cars and it did a pretty good job. It's actually adding lines to the no line road. Just passed another car and it did a good job again. Coming down this hill to a stop sign. This intersection is kind of hard because there are corners, but there are no cars coming, so I'm just going to let it do its thing. Very smooth. A little bit more acceleration, I could tell. That was good. I did turn on a setting here of the Auto Max for the speed. It's 45 here and it's currently going 40. So I don't know if that's just because of the road conditions or what, but I wouldn't want it to be going that slow here normally. So we'll just kind of see how that auto speed limit setting works. I don't know, I like trying new things, but yeah, again, right now it's going 39 in a 45. So if it's busy traffic, I'd have a lot of cars backed up behind me. There, now it just sped up. It is 9:45 at nighttime, so there's not a lot of cars out. But if I was heading to work in the morning, there's quite a bit more traffic. And yeah, again, I wouldn't want to be going that slow. Usually I have it about 10% over the speed limit. So like in a 45, I'd probably be running about 52 miles an hour, something like that. That's usually what most people travel on here. And again, right now it's auto set and I'm going 42 in a 45. I'm going to go ahead and just hit the gas here a little bit, kind of help it. Okay, now I'm up at 49 in a 45. It looks like it may be holding where I left it now. So that's kind of interesting. Now we're back down the 45. Yeah, so that's just something I'll have to experiment a little bit more with. More than likely on busy days I might be turning that off. But if I have other traffic around me, it says that it'll keep up with the flow of traffic. And maybe it'll be better in traffic that way. So we'll see when I do a lot more city driving on one of my morning days. Stop sign, I got a car to my right, a car approaching that way. Definitely got some acceleration there. Okay. Alright, FSD 12, I like that. But again, I don't like how slow it's going. I'm going to have to turn that off. I don't know if I can do that right now or not. Where was that? This one, automatic speed. Okay. Yeah, I know. Pay attention. So the speed is set way too high there for a second. 51, maybe 52. Okay. We're currently still going a lot slower than what I have it set at, which is still kind of interesting. Maybe because I changed the setting while I'm driving like this. I might have to like just park or something. We'll see when I get up to this next stop sign. and take a right if it'll jump up to the speed it's supposed to or not. Yeah, if I hold my phone a little too close to me, the camera picks up that I'm using my phone, so I get that nagging on the screen. So still have to pay attention. I can't look out my window. Can't close my eyes, can't use my phone, so it's still good. I still like that, it makes you be attentive. So yeah, that right-hand turn, very smooth. Again, I can tell the acceleration is there. I do have it in assertive mode, and I do have it in sport mode. I'm sure having it in sport mode is probably the reason why. If I were to put it in chill mode, it might be a lot better. But I kind of like that. I like that if I wanted to have it not accelerate so fast, I could probably put it in chill mode. Or if I want to actually have FSD get up and go a little bit better, I can just leave it in sport mode. So I do have a car behind me. Again, we're doing under the speed limit, even though I went back to the other setting and it should be at 52 and it's not. I'm going to hit the gas here a little bit, just get it up to 52 and let off. Okay, so if I let off of the speed, it does seem like it holds it there. So yeah, that just might be something where I might just have to stop and park and let it kind of redo the settings since I changed it. Coming up on some traffic up here and some construction. I got a pretty good line of cars behind me here now. Alright, so there's a Costco up here. And every single day on my way to work, it always wants to get into the left lane. And it wants to turn into Costco right here at this light when I'm supposed to be going straight. So, right here, let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. Yay! Oh, that makes me happy. It was 100% fail with version 11. Now it doesn't know what it's doing here though. That's interesting. There is only one turn lane here. Okay, now it's getting over there, but it's cutting off a car behind me. Yeah, that was not ideal. I got really happy for it fixing an issue, and now just saw a new one. Okay. So it's like it thought maybe there was going to be 2 left turn lanes, but I knew that there was only one. Okay, we only have the yellow blinking arrow here, so we can't go yet. It is creeping out into the intersection, which is human-like. Okay, and now we're good to go. Yeah, I mean, it just wants to go. And then takes off. Okay. Alright, now further up here, it seems to get confused about the route. And again, I don't know if it's just the road we're on and how we're going, but it'll always say it wants to change lanes to follow the route, even though this is just a 2-lane road, like all the way into downtown Raleigh. The old 11 would get over to the right here, and you can see there's like a 3rd lane. And it would want to turn right, even though we're supposed to be going straight. So it's doing a good job there again. I gotta speed up here again. It's going much slower than it should be. I'm gonna put on the blinker and just have it move over into the right lane, just because we're not passing anybody. And I just don't like being in the left lane if I'm not passing. So again, it's not getting into that lane. It knows we should just be going straight. It's also not just making random lane changes saying it's following the route when, again, it's just a 2-lane road all the way into downtown. So that's improved. I like that. Right up here, there's kind of a split in the road. And I think that's what the old version used to get confused at, is it's almost like the road changed its name right here. But it did a good job. Awesome. This is cool. Let's see, can we make it go to a different destination here quick? I'd like to just have it pull off here, and then I want to just change the settings. We'll just kind of make it do its own thing here. Yeah, again, very smooth. Alright, there's a big fence here. Don't go run into the fence, car. We'll see what happens. It's getting very confused, and yeah, don't run into the fence. Okay, I'm gonna hit the brakes. Alright, let's put me in the reverse here, and I'm just gonna manually kind of get me moved here. And let's put it into park. I'm going to end this trip. And let's go back to autopilot here. And again, I just hit the other button with my other knuckle. So automatic, speed, set, offset. We're not going to keep that on. And then, yeah, I do have it at, we'll just put it at 14% up for the offset on the speed. Okay, and we'll keep everything else the same there, and then let's just go ahead and have it navigate back to my house, and there we go. Now this is a 2-lane road here, so it needs to navigate getting through these cars. It is clear right now. Okay, I do have some cars coming from the left now, so it's waiting for those. That was interesting. There was 2 cars that were coming from the left. The second car was a little bit behind the first car, but it was in the further lane. And the car started to actually just take off like a second before that car completely cleared us. Again, that is very human-like. That's what a person would do. They would be, okay, that last car, I know that it's going to be past me. I can actually start to accelerate into the lane, you know, just even a second before that car has completely cleared me. So that was interesting to see. Speed is still being weird right now. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit. I might just have to completely stop and turn off the car or something here, because I manually am having to just get it back up to speed here again. Alright, we're turning here. Yeah, and it has a problem sometimes getting over into the turn lane quick enough, and it looks like it's still the same with that. This is a newly paved road. They do have the yellow line in the middle now, but no white lines on the outside of the road. Definitely is slowing down for this road type. It's interesting. I don't know if it's because of how they paved this road, but it's almost like the car kind of plays music when it drives on this road, just because of how the pavement is grooved with the tires I have. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's interesting. Alright, then we're going to come up to a stop sign here that is a left turn across a very busy road. Again, we're 10 o'clock at night, so it's not going to be very busy, but on my way home from work, this is a very difficult left-hand turn to do. There are absolutely no cars coming, and it's creeping out and going. Yeah, again, the steering wheel is just so smooth. That I like a lot. I would definitely say that the turnings, when we turn left or right, you know, how we take off and how the steering wheel turns, that is very human-like. Yeah, so far I like it. I've been hearing a lot of people getting it, and even my neighbor got it last night, and then mine came in tonight, and I knew exactly where to go test it. In 2 days I'll be going to work in downtown Raleigh, so there'll be a lot of city driving, and I'll try to take some videos. If anybody has any requests of like any kind of videos they might want to see version 12 doing in, you know, a downtown area, I can definitely do that. This right-hand turn has kind of a tight turn because of the turn lane for the adjacent road is really close. So usually the steering wheel is really jerky trying to figure out what it needs to do. So I got a car that's turning and it's getting into that gap. Alright, that was really good. Again, the acceleration is I like that. I like how it just, alright, I'm making the turn. It's smooth. I'm just going to hit the gas. I'm not going to be jerky with the gas, and I'm not going to be jerky with the steering wheel. I like that a lot. That is a huge improvement. Again, yeah, let's see what I have here. Yep, I do have it on assertive mode. Just wondering how far away it might keep me from the car in front here. Okay, it's a good distance. I know the assertive mode will follow a little bit closer, so it's about what I would expect. Again, very human-like. You don't want people to be kind of sneaking in there between you. Man, I get that all the time. If you leave just enough gap, people will swerve into it and fill it up. Okay, I got a car behind me, and we're going to be taking a left here. What's hard here is the car doesn't get into the middle lane, the middle turn lane right away, like right here. It should get over. Come on, get over quicker. All right, that was better than version 11. It crossed the yellow line to get over, and then the car behind me, you know, didn't have to really slow down. So that was good. Again, very smooth. I'm going to hit the gas here a little bit just to kind of get the speed up a little bit more. Alright, those were all the really difficult things for it to do. Oh, there's one more that's coming up here. I want to see if it does a phantom brake. Because there's one spot that, again, 100% of the time the car will slow down. And I don't know why. I don't see anything that should make it slow down, but it always does that. There's like a yellow pole on the side of the road, and I'll mention it right when I see it. And then there also is a kind of a yield sign with a 3-way intersection, and that actually is really difficult for the car to do. So maybe I'll just see what it does with both those scenarios. I'll be curious here once to see if it sees a lot of stop signs. Version 11 would always show like 5 stop signs, and then they kind of keep moving up. Here it looks like it's just 1 stop sign, and it kept moving. That was good. Okay. Yeah, again, its acceleration is awesome. I like that. I'll have to try putting it in chill mode and just see how that changes it. 'Cause I'm sure my wife isn't gonna like that as much as I do. Alright, let's get this thing up to speed here a little bit. Alright, so just as we come around this next corner to the right, and we kind of straighten out, there's a spot right in here that it slows down. And again, I never see anything on the road or know why it does that. Alright, not yet, but it's coming up here soon. I'm going to just stay away from the gas and the brake with my car. Okay, there's a speed limit sign coming up here, and yeah, that's where it sees it. Yeah, right here. Yep, it did not slow down there. Okay, so whatever version 11 would see right there on that stretch of the road, version 12 did not have that issue. So that's good too. Alright, and then coming up here is this weird kind of intersection. You see there, it is a yield sign, and sometimes you can see the yield sign really well. Yeah, so the car, let's just see what it does here. I'm not going to touch anything. Alright, handled that really well. The old version 11 would almost just slam on the brakes and then be really jerky trying to take that corner, and if there are cars coming the other direction to yield, it just was really dangerous. So that was good. Alright, and then just one more right-hand turn lane into the neighborhood, and we're almost back home. I feel like I put the blinker on a little bit sooner there than the old version 11 did, which I like. Wow. Okay. Version 11 right there was so choppy and just hesitant with kind of tapping the brakes and hitting the gas while the steering wheel was really jerky, and that was very, very smooth. I like that a lot. Alright, I am impressed so far. I mean, I've only had version 12 for like an hour, but I will test a lot more things and see if I can make some more videos. Again, if anybody else has any requests of anything you want me to go have it try, I'm glad to go try that and post a video. Otherwise, I am home, and Formula 1 is on at like 2 in the morning, so I'm gonna try to get a little sleep and maybe watch the race tonight. Alright, everybody, have a good night.